Whoa, look at that. It's like a treasure trove. I'm a gold miner and we got a big old gold nugget down here. Whoa, look at that. Look at that, baby. Oh yeah. I'm loving this tent, guys. We got an exciting one today. Wheels. We're doing some test fitting today. I got one size taller tire. This is the Baja Boss AT all-terrain hybrid mud terrain awesomeness, super grippy tire, siped for better snow traction. We're up here in the mountains and we definitely need that snow traction, baby. Size 265 70/17s. They're 1 inch overall taller than stock, which means we'll gain about a ½ inch in ground clearance. This tire is 3-peak rated, mud and snow. We need this to drive on I-70 legally, and we're 116T extra load. The extra load gives us one more ply in the top of the tire, which will hopefully resist cuts and punctures from sharp, jagged rocks on the trail. Next, this is gonna be super exciting. We got rims, baby. 4 new wheels. This box here was the most mangled, so I'm gonna take a look at this rim first. Busted here, still covered and protected, but we wanna make sure. These are AGP wheels. These are replica Toyota wheels, 17 inch by 8 inches wide, in bronze, baby. It's gonna look beautiful on this lunar rock. Let's bust them out. To have a capable, reliable truck, there's all sorts of things that come into play. For me right now, I'm working on grippiness, off-road ability, ground clearance, and all these things. We're gonna have the gripability covered with these badass Mickey Thompsons. Look at those beautiful tires. In years past, on my last 2 trucks, I've run the BF Goodrich KO2s. They look mean, they're super popular. However, they are a little bit lacking in snow traction and wet traction as well. They hydroplane a little bit easier than other tires, but they're a super bomb-proof tire. I usually get them in load range E, which makes for a heavy tire. Heavy, burly, big tires means they're harder to spin and you're gonna get way worse gas mileage. I'm trying to preserve as much fuel economy as I can with this truck, or so at least we hope. With one size taller tire, no wider, we shouldn't be losing too much in the MPG category, and we'll be gaining tremendously grip, a little bit of ground clearance, and looks. Now the stock tires really aren't bad. They kind of look nice actually. But at this point I can sell these tires and recoup a fair bit of money and pay for more than half of these tires. It was a no-brainer for me. Where I live, we get about 150 inches of snow per year, sometimes a lot more. Just over the hill gets 300 inches per year. Safe snow drivability is very important for me. Let's bust out these rims and take a look. Protective covering, let's pull it off. Whoa, look at that. It's like a treasure trove. I'm a gold miner and we got a big old gold nugget down here. Whoa, look at that. Look at that, baby. Oh yeah. All right, you better grab this stuff so it doesn't blow away. For the bigger tires, I don't necessarily need bigger rims, but I also plan lifting this truck, and when you lift the truck, your center of gravity gets higher and higher. These rims have a different offset than stock, and they're gonna push my tire out 20 millimeters further, which is just shy of an inch, which will give me about an inch, 1.75 inches wider of a stance for my truck. It'll look cooler for one, but it'll also be more planted and stable on the ground. What that offset's gonna do is it's gonna push the tire out a little bit further, making the truck more stable and sound. Even with that, if we do a full 2-inch lift, I might find that we're a little too top heavy. And we might even have to add 1-inch spacers to each wheel. Okay guys, I was a little worried that these rims might be too shiny, but I do love gold. Look at that. These are bronze rims and they look amazing. I'm actually really liking this look and color. The most important thing we're going to be doing today is checking the fit for these wheels on our hubs. These are replicas of stock 2021 TRD Pro 4Runner wheels, Super rare. They didn't make a lot of them and they discontinued them. This color was never made by Toyota, but I like things to be one-off and a little bit different than everybody else. They look great to me, so we're gonna put them on the truck. Be careful with these rims, however. The OEM Toyota 4Runner 2021 TRD Pro 4Runner wheels, they come in gloss black and matte black. In this exact design, the problem is they fit on the 4Runner, however you have fitment issues on the Tacoma. A whole bunch of people found out the hard way. The wheel would not fit on the hub, and they had to do some aftermarket and home kind of grinding on the wheel or the hub to make it fit. I don't want to do that. Supposedly these AGP replica wheels, I called, emailed, I got an email response, and they confirmed my suspicions. Supposedly the manufacturer of these wheels actually milled the rims so that they fit the stock Tacoma as is. That's the reason why I bought them. But I want to make sure that they fit and that the lug nuts work as well before I drop this off at the tire shop and potentially get myself into a pickle. That bronze is gonna look pretty darn nice with the Lunar Rock color. I was a little worried that they might be too flashy, but in reality, the stock tires are more flashy with the shiny mirror chrome. So the bronze will be less shiny, but they'll certainly look different. Can't do that with a normal floor jack. This thing works awesome on uneven rocky ground. If you ever get a flat, you gotta come in the back. We got a little bottle jack in here, and here's the kit to drop your spare tire. And down in here, there it is. Ooh, there it is. It's sure not pretty though. That's some poor manufacturing. This is like the cheapest made tire iron I've ever seen. Look at that. It's not even square. Anyway, this is the right size, so we're gonna use that. The hub fitment issue is supposedly on the rear hub. Check the rear wheel first. I'm gonna check the front as well. So we're gonna break every one of these before we jack it. They definitely weren't equally torqued. So wheel this under there. Let's jack her up. There we go. Now it's lifting. So we're lifting at the rear diff right there, and we're off the ground. As you can see, the tire's free. So we're gonna remove the lug nuts, take the wheel off. It's not too bad. It's not a very heavy tire. This new tire is gonna be about 10 pounds heavier at minimum. And here's a look at the wheel assembly. We have the drum brake. Where we potentially have the issue with the wheel rim fitment is right here. This lip has to be beveled down for those rims to fit. Here's a look, guys. The all-important reason that these wheels will work and the stock Toyota ones won't. See this beveled edge right here? That's what you need in order for these wheels to fit here on this hub, to clear that sharp lip right there. So either this has to be beveled or the rim itself has to be beveled. Actually, that's a great look at the leaf pack. So you have a fairly flat looking leaf pack. The Goldsteading shocks we're gonna be replacing. Now there's a spare. Here's a better look at the composite bed. You got reinforcement ribs on the underside, and that's the sidewall right there. Here we have the wheel. Does look like this spot right here is beveled. I don't know if that's what we need beveled or not. We're gonna put it on and see. Hi. Seems to go on. We're on. Well, the wheel is on there and it feels like it's flush. I'm having a hard time seeing back here. Oh, I see that. It fits flush. These are milled from the factory. These knockoff wheels right here are gonna work for us. Let's try it out on the front. To check for safety, I wanna make sure the stock lug nuts bite enough on the stud. So I'm gonna get it threaded, just barely. We're gonna put the wrench on and count how many revolutions we get. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 revolutions. 10 revolutions on the wheel stud. That's gonna be enough. These wheels are gonna work and we're gonna get them installed. Here's the dry fitment. For curiosity's sake, let's see how many revolutions we get. Tightening down the stock rim with the stock lug nuts. 10, 11 and a half, 12 revolutions. On the front, the frame is boxed right here and back here. I think I'm gonna lift the vehicle at this point right here. We're gonna use the fancy extender for this. But from this lifting point, we're definitely lifting more of the truck. We're a couple feet away from the front wheel. Truck's lifted up, tires free. This is the UCA we talk about when we have wheel fitment issues. I think we're gonna be okay with the stock one. Let's stick it on here, make sure it fits. It's slid right on. It's sitting flush. I can see back here where the wheel is sitting flush against the hub. So it's gonna work. This is fantastic news, guys. Nice and slow. Right, and we're free. And this is the last time we're gonna see this truck with OEM tires and wheels. Sun's setting on this one. In the sun, it's pretty badass. Let's see what it looks like in the shade. I like it even better in the dark shade. It's less shiny and looks absolutely beautiful. I'm super excited, guys. Also, in stock configuration, this truck's so low, you can jump in and out pretty darn easily. If you're not lifted, you really don't need that bed step right here. Now, given I'm about 6 foot tall, but look how low this bed rail is. I'm standing comfortably here with my elbow on it like this, and I can reach right in here. Oh, these are going on tomorrow, baby. This is why we live in the mountains, guys. Mountain view, you weren't kidding. Okay, here we got our first ride on a washboard. You can see the washboard, dirt road. "15, 17 miles an hour, 20 miles an hour. Here, a lot of bouncing around. Let's kick it up a notch and see what happens. Ooh, we're smoothing out. At 40 miles an hour, we're just floating right on top of these things. Oh, but we got a dead end. Careful now. Beautiful. Check this out. Wow. To see the new Tacoma build and follow the journey, watch the video right here.